Warrior Wednesday, March 11th, y'all. We're here on March 11th. And first of all, I want to say happy birthday to all of my Pisces peeps. And I have several clients who are Pisces that have birthdays today and had birthdays this week and last week and birthdays next week. So happy birthday to all my Pisces. And if you're a Pisces, comment with hashtag Pisces so I can be like, happy birthday. Gotta love my Pisces. With that being said, welcome here to this Facebook Live. My name is Zena Solomon, and if you're on here live, give me some hearts or give yourself some hearts. Let me know you're here or comment below. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag Encore so I can see you and acknowledge you. So today, I'm going to do this a little differently because, as I'm sure you know, the whole coronavirus situation took it to a whole new level, and I actually want to speak into that for a couple of minutes. Because what I'm noticing is a lot of things that are happening, especially on social media, is being led by fear. Hey, Gina, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. So there's a lot of fear and scarcity that is going on with this whole conversation about coronavirus. And so, first of all, let's be straight. Let's be clear. I encourage everyone to take precautions. Okay, so definitely take precautions and be, focus on improving your health. Focus on increasing your red white cells. Focus on taking vitamin C. Focus on being healthy. That's where you get to focus on. But if you're focusing a lot of your energy and attention on not being sick, you will get sick, because again, where you focus your energy and attention is where you focus your attention is where energy goes. And if you're focusing on not being sick, you will be sick. So shift your focus to being healthy. And so the opportunity here is focus on, okay, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to sweat it out or whatever I need to do. I'm going to take vitamin C. I'm going to increase my white blood cells, my immunity, whatever that looks like for you. So focus on being healthy. And so I know social media and media in general has taken this whole coronavirus to a completely different level. And since you're here and you're one of my viewers, I encourage you to be on the side of taking care of yourself and being the light for other people, and not buying into the fear and not buying into the scarcity, because it's so easy to manipulate people when they're in fear and scarcity. So you're a genius. That's why you're here. You're a smart human being, and we get to be conscious about this. We get to be aware about what is going on around us. So with that being said, I'm here to enlighten you and support you in elevating your vibration. And the reality is, your vibration cannot be elevated if you're in fear and you're in scarcity. It's just not going to happen, because fear and scarcity is a very low vibration. And so if you're coming from a different energy, like love, etc., it's going to take your game to a whole new level. So focus on love, focus on healing other people around you, because at the end of the day, this is not about me, it's not about you, it's about this whole world. It's about the community. It's about our communities. It's about this planet. That's what it's about. Okay, so let's not get distracted and focus on what is at hand. Okay, so with that being said, I want to speak into part 3 or episode 3, and I wanted to speak into coronavirus because, again, I'm seeing a lot of comments and stuff on social media, and I want to say it is a tragic comedy. As how I'm seeing it, it's my opinion. It looks like a tragic comedy because it's a tragedy. At the same time, it's very comical because you have two sides. It's like, like with, Team Edward or Team whatever, right? So Jacob, right? If if you've watched, Twilight, you know what I'm talking about. So I feel like it's something like that. So anyway, so here's your opportunity to not be overwhelmed by what's going on with social media and coronavirus, and your opportunity to be focused on what you're here to focus on. So with that being said, I'm going to go over a few strategies that will support you in being focused and being grounded, so you're not like all over the place and being like, like in this crazy energy, frenetic, frenzy energy with, everything else that's going on here, right? So a couple of quick quotes is Linda Peterson said, with organization comes empowerment. So when you're organized, you're empowered. And Stephen Palmer says, stress occurs when pressure exceeds your perceived ability to cope. That's when stress happens. So my intention is that you don't have stress. That's my intention. Okay. So that's why I'm doing this for you, because I don't want you to be stressed out, and I want you to live an empowered, inspired life. And not just you living in an empowered, inspired life, you also get to empower and inspire other people, and, be share your torch, share that light with other people, so that we're not all like in this fear, scarcity BS that's going on here, because I'm not enrolled. You know what I mean? So that's that. So some strategies for you. So reverse engineer. So start with the end in mind. So start with what is important for you. End in mind. Where do you want to go? What's important for you? What's your vision? And then reverse engineer from there. The second thing is notice and avoid distractions. Of course, this whole coronavirus is a distraction. I hate to say it, it is. So be aware of it, but don't let it distract you from what's important. You know what I mean? Like, it is important to be healthy, and I agree 100%. And it's also important for you to focus on what you're here to do, your calling, your career, whatever you're here to do in life. Okay. Life doesn't stop. Life has not stopped as far as I've checked, right? So we get to move on. Number 3, organize one area of your life that you feel disorganized in. So if there's an area of your life, like whether it's finances, relationship, business, career, pick that area and organize it. Because when you organize one area, it'll spill over in other areas of your life will be organized. Okay, so start with one, take small steps, and then get there. Okay. Number 4, do one thing at a time. So if you're a multitasker, many people are, there's a misnomer with multitasking, because multitasking means you're doing too many things at the same time, which actually reduces productivity. So my coaching for you when it comes to multitasking is do something that requires brain power while you're doing something else that doesn't require a lot of brain power, because you're not productive if you're doing too many things at the same time that require mental focus, right? So like, for example, like listen to music while, doing laundry or washing dishes or whatever, right? So don't do two things that require a lot of mental focus at the same time, because your focus is going to be too spread in too many different places. Focus on one thing at a time and do something that requires less of an attention so that you'd still get it done and not be all over the place, okay? The other thing is, one thing my coach shared with me this week, which was very important, I want to share with you as well, is overwhelm is not real. It actually isn't. And when you're in a state of overwhelm, you're either not committed or you're not prepared. So let that land for a minute. You're either not committed or you're not prepared. So you get to ask yourself, are you more committed to your emotions or are you more committed to your actions? Because what is important is that you take specific actions to create the results that you want to create. So that's where you get to come from. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, you get to ask yourself, well, what is my lesson here? What is my lesson? Who do I get to be? What do I get to do differently? And more importantly, like, who do you get to be? So you get to be whatever you get to be, okay? Jumping into the next thing, which is shifting your energy. So you want to bring in and infuse a different energy, infuse love in what you do, infuse joy, infuse passion, infuse excitement, inspiration, energy, like infuse something different. Bring something different to the space, so you're shifting the energy in who you're being, so you can create a different reality for yourself, because our realities come from what we, how we show up, okay? And then finally, create deadlines to what is important for you and stick to them. And if you're feeling like you need to renegotiate, especially if you're working with other people, renegotiate with them and let them know. Be in communication, be a powerful and effective communicator. Let people know that you're going to renegotiate and get people to align with that, interact with them, because nothing is written in stone. Really, nothing is written in stone. And so you get to readjust and reinvent, and then ask people, get them to align to a different date if that whatever date is not working for you, okay? So with that being said, here's your mission for this week, because you're a warrior, right? You're a warrior. You're toughing it out. You're not being enrolled in this fear and scarcity nonsense. You're aware of it, and you're enlightening people to step up, right? So here's your mission for this week, warriors, okay? Your mission is to share what is your biggest distraction. So what is it? What is your biggest distraction thus far? So share what that is. And then what is one thing you're going to do to eliminate that distraction? That is your mission for you for this week, okay? So that's a wrap, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope my intention was this was gonna add value to you. So thanks for tuning in. Feel free to comment. Love to hear your comments on all of this stuff. And I will likely put a different video on coronavirus specifically just to share my point of view on coronavirus, but I didn't want to take up the time or space on this video. So thanks so much for tuning in. Love you guys so much. Do the mission. Let me know what opens up, and I'll see you next week, same time, same station, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. Mwah. Bye. Enjoy.